Ever had a friend that really wanted to help but just wound up making things worse? Well, after analyzing over 2 million in ad spend for ourselves and clients, turns out that's kind of how Google is when they're helping you set up your account. So we're going to go through how to avoid some common traps to make sure that you don't waste money getting your account set up. So timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to our Google Ads playbook to help you shortcut the process of keyword research and, of course, writing and setting up your ad copy. Now, to kick things off, we'll head over to ads.google.com. And even if you already have an account, you can just go ahead and click on Start Now, sign in with whatever email that you're going to use. You can change this. There's only one part of this process that's irrevocable, so we'll talk about that in a moment. So I'll just pretend like I've signed in. If you are currently in the process of setting up ads accounts or you have access to other ads accounts, they'll show up here. I've just blurred our client ones out. And I'll just go ahead and click to create a new ad account. And this is where it gets a little tricky because there's two different screens you might see. So we'll go through the more common one and then we'll go through the old version. So if you're not quite sure, you're looking at it going, this is not what I'm seeing, don't worry, we'll show the other method in a moment. So what you want to do here is we need to get to the full version of Google Ads because Google is going to try to be really helpful and hold your hand. And we don't want that. We want full control right off the bat because we don't want to waste money. So we'll go ahead and click on create a account without a campaign. And then this is the only part of the process you can't undo. So make sure you choose the correct currency. I'm just going to go ahead and select no. I don't want to receive Google's marketing. And then we can go ahead and click on submit, continue to your account. And once you reach a page that looks something like this, I swear Google's always changing how this looks. You're inside of your ads account and you have full access, you have full control. Now, just in case you didn't go through this process, I'm going to rewind in time really quickly. And let's say you click this new ads account button and you get to a page that looks something more like this. Well, here you're going to want to look to switch to expert mode. That's essentially what Google is calling normal Google Ads. They're just calling it expert mode now because they want you to go through this onboarding process that will wind up costing you way more money than you need to spend. So we'll go ahead and click on switch to expert mode. And then when you get to a page that looks something like this, you could start creating your campaign, but you don't want to do that now. So we'll just click create an account without a campaign. We'll set the campaigns up later. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Again, we need to make sure that we select the correct currency. This cannot be undone. No, we don't want your marketing. And we'll go ahead and click on submit and explore your account. And just like that, you're also on the same page. So once we're here, we're ready to start creating your campaigns, but let's quickly go through a couple of settings that are going to be important before you create your first campaign. Again, timestamps below to skip around. So I'll come up here to tools and settings, and then I'll go over to billing and I'll click on settings. And this is going to be where you can actually enter your credit card information and Google's essentially going to bill you every time you owe them $50. And then eventually they'll change the billing cycle. It just depends upon how much money you spend with them and how long your account has been open. So the next key is coming up to tools and settings again, and then clicking on linked accounts. This is going to be where you can set up your Google Analytics 4 integration. And if any of these other integrations are important, like if you're doing anything with lead generation or lead forms, you're going to be able to use Zapier, I always say it the wrong way, to connect your lead forms to. But on the very first round of setting up, just essentially make sure you connect it to your Google Analytics. It's going to be really important. And if you decide to run YouTube ads, you can connect it to your YouTube channel here. So we'll come back up to tools and settings. One more, access and security. This is going to be where you can change who has access to your account. So if you want other people, like let's say our agency to help you out, shameless plug, then this is where you'd go to add us. Or if you have someone else on your team, or if you just have a different email that you want to access your account with, you can add that email and then remove whatever emails you don't. So I'll just go back home, and that's all there is to it to getting set up, getting into Google, what Google now calls expert mode, and of course, making sure that you know where the basic settings are for access and billing, and of course, connecting Google Analytics 4. And once you've done those things, you're ready to set up your first campaign. And to help you get started with setting up this first campaign with the keyword research, what to put in your ad copy, and of course, how to actually start optimizing, make sure you check out that link in the description to our Google Ads playbook that has all of that and more. So hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive Google Ads guides just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.